What's up, YouTube? Fanta here with... I don't have a...
You don't know. We tried that once and the result was mixed reviews, but...
With Mountain Dew Whiteout. There we go. Mountain Dew Whiteout.
I prefer that Baja Blast stuff.
Baja Blast is a lot better.
And then that Code Red stuff. We're already off to a rocky start.
I didn't even think about a name. It was like, oh, I'm the one introducing anything.
No, I know. Normally we do it the other way, so... But we're doing 3 videos, so I didn't want to do all 3 of them.
That's true.
So we have to save a couple for later.
So we're gonna be doing for this first video, top 5 best games of 2015.
Yep, a little late, but
a little late.
It's still not. It's still the first month of the year, so we're still on time. We're still on. As long as we upload this on time, which you never know. Sometimes it takes like 3 weeks to upload videos for us, but it's right. we've had. We're already off topic, and it's 100% my fault. We've had yard sale game hunting videos that we filmed, and then like 3 months later, we've done pickup recaps for them.
But that's because we didn't have a full video yet.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying that's...
You're right, though. You're right.
That's the definition of from the cutting room floor. We've had
that's not new.
I
mean, that's what the Game Chasers do. That's what Retro Liberty
does.
Yeah,
that's true.
What a lot of people do.
Those guys do it like a year later.
That's true.
Like PAX 2012 pickups.
Whoa.
In April of like 2015. So let's hop into it. We each have different lists of 5. So
different 5, and I also have honorable mentions as well.
Okay.
I don't know about you.
Go ahead and start off with your number 5.
Number 5, Metal Gear Solid 5 is my number 5. The only reason it's number 5 is just because I haven't played it that much.
Yep.
So I don't want to put it higher up on the list. I'm sure later on I'll change my opinion and wish I redid this video and put it higher up. But from what I've seen and played so far, it's pretty awesome.
I'd say from the reviewer standpoint, like on Planet Earth, Metal Gear would be number 1 for the year. It actually was my number 5 as well. Not at all trying to copy.
Really?
Hopefully our lists are not the same. I know our number 1's not going to be the same, but same thing. I played it quite a bit in December, which is a little bit late. I think it came out in August or September.
Well, that's when I bought it too on Black Friday.
Okay, I played it in December because that was the month I quit drinking, which lasted about 2 weeks. But I played a lot of that late at night before going to bed. And it was kind of the open world, which was the new buzzword that every game has to have. Massively open world, epic. But the open world worked out. The quest system worked out. Of course, the best thing about it is that there's a billion different ways to complete the mission. And
then not only that, on top of that is another substantial multiplayer mode.
Yeah.
Which is pretty crazy.
I never played the multiplayer mode, but I heard it was decent.
I've seen a lot of footage of it, and it looks like a lot of fun.
The customization on a mother base, it's a big like oil rig that you go onto. And then, as I said, the best thing about the game is it doesn't hold your hand and say, hey, take his outfit, go down the hallway, do this and this. You do whatever you want to do to complete the mission. You can do it however you want. You can go in guns blazing. You can go in sneaking in. You can do a bunch of things. And then as you get different tranquilizers and as you get different equipment later on, the level of customization is even crazier to how you can complete each mission. So really fun. It frowns upon killing people, which is kind of cool.
Really,
you're supposed to do the stuff undetected and unseen is how to get the best reviews. A lot like the game Hitman, if you ever played that series.
Yeah. Hitman Absolution, especially, really would dock points when you kill people.
Yep.
But I usually just wound up killing everybody.
To get the silent assassin was the review you wanted to get, which was like perfect. No one saw you, no one knew you were around.
I'd try to do that a couple times, and then I'd just be like, well, I guess everyone's gonna die now because I'm kind of sick and tired of this.
Obviously, you had to kill people because the game was fucking Hitman.
Yeah, you're Hitman.
You'd be the shittiest Hitman ever if you went through the whole mission without killing anyone. All right, so let's hop into your number 4 now.
My number 4 is City Skylines.
Tell me all about it.
City Skylines is kind of like what SimCity should have been.
Oh God, not the recent one, I hope.
No, it's what the recent one should have been.
Okay.
So it doesn't have a ton of DLC. It doesn't have microtransactions. It doesn't have any of that stupid crap. It doesn't make you always be connected to online.
Oh God.
And the map size is significantly bigger than SimCity.
Did it
SimCity gave this little plot. Oh yeah, it worked perfectly at launch.
Okay, good.
And it was critically panned by everyone. Everyone loved it.
This game.
Yeah.
Okay, everyone liked it. Panned does not mean...
Panned, my bad. It was critically shit on.
SimCity
everyone
was
loved
panned.
it.
SimCity was panned.
SimCity was, yeah. But everyone loved it, and I loved it as well. It was just a really fun time sink.
PC only game, right?
PC only game, but I think it's coming to the Xbox One.
Okay.
I might be already for the Xbox One.
I'll never have a gaming PC. One day I will. One day I'll have one in this game room. There's plenty of space for it, actually. Jumping into my number 4. This one's one you recommended, and it's Yokai Watch.
Yokai Watch?
Yep. And I made the mistake, so did everyone else in the country, of kind of calling it a Pokemon clone and blowing it off. And then we've talked about this a lot recently. IGN kind of shitting on Nintendo games.
Yeah, IGN and GameSpot have just absolutely been taking a huge jump on Nintendo games. And one of my honorable mentions was one of the games it took a dump on, and I just don't know why, because, I mean, there were a lot of great Nintendo games this year that they gave really bad scores.
I don't want to be a tinfoil hat wearer, but I'm sure there's some financial reasons behind IGN taking a dump on Nintendo. And,
I don't know.
It just seems too convenient that every good Nintendo game that comes out gets shitty reviews. Yokai Watch had like a 7.9 or something.
It didn't get bad reviews. That was one of the ones that didn't get absolutely shat on by reviewers.
We talk about like anything below a 9 basically on IGN is like they're telling you to run away. But really fun game, really fun, innovative combat. How you kind of use the touchscreen. You have to actually be engaged. You can't just be tapping A like.
Have you started playing that again? Because I know you told me you started.
I probably played about 12 hours of it total.
Okay.
So I've gotten past the first like 2 like major bosses. The only problem I had was that you can't actually dictate if you catch the yokai or not.
That's
like
a little, yeah, a little
They
bit
just
annoying.
randomly join you. I thought that was kind of stupid. I like Pokemon, the challenge of seeing that rare spawn come out, like the Mewtwo's or the Arcanines or whatever, not Arcanine, Articunos, and trying to have that, to catch it or go back to your last save spot if you don't, because you'll never see it again. Yokai Watch, they just join you randomly.
And Yokai Watch is one of my honorable mentions as well.
Okay.
That was a great game, and I thoroughly enjoyed playing that.
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun to see a new IP on Nintendo, not just Zelda the 630th game. It's fun to see an actual new...
Fun fact, Yokai Watch movie did better than Star Wars at launch.
Probably in Japan only. Yeah,
in Japan,
of course. Japan has their little trends. Some of them pan out over here, and some of them do not ever pan out in the States.
And so far, from what I've seen working retail, it's doing pretty decent.
Good. It might be the new big thing. It's probably never going to topple Pokemon, but it might have a new generation of kids in 20 years talking about it with nostalgia glasses on, kind of like we do.
Yeah.
So hop into number 3.
Number 3, Halo 5. I really, really like Halo 5. I didn't like the story so much. Campaign, just because I've always played co-op campaign, split screen with a friend, just sitting on the couch with me. You can't do that. That's stupid. You can't do co-op. You can't do split screen online either, which is really frustrating.
That was the annoying part. And I told a bunch of people if the story for Halo stopped at Halo 3, I would have had thumbs right up, and I would have been thrilled with that. The fact that they kind of force-fed new stories annoyed me, but Halo for me has always been about the multiplayer.
Exactly, which is why I put it on number 3, because it's just been so much fun. Basically, how my top 5 is working is just how much time I've really spent with it.
Sure.
Is how I've kind of...
That's fair.
It. Like, how much fun I've had and how much time I've put into it.
I'd have to put FIFA as my number 1 then. That is not going to happen. That is not going to happen.
I mean, Halo 5, they did a lot of things right. They also did a lot of things wrong. What they did right was the 60 frames per second. It looks amazing.
Yep.
It's very fluid when you're playing the game. There's like no frame rate drops I've ever had.
That's why they can't do split screen. I try to tell people that.
Exactly.
I know people don't like that answer, but that's the answer. We'll talk a lot more about Halo 5 later because it's going to come deeper onto my list.
Okay.
So we'll save the extra stuff.
All right, I got
jump in. We're on number 3, correct?
Yeah, you're number 3.
Number 3 for me, and I had to just keep with the numbers being on track. The Witcher 3, and I know you're going to have this one later on your list as well. Fantastic RPG. I can't help but being reminded of Fable every time I play it. I don't know why.
That's exactly what a lot of people have said. They said it's the good version of Fable. It's what
Fable. God. Fable was the good version of Fable.
Fable 2 and 3 should have been.
The sequels
what
sucked.
The sequels should have been.
But just the lore behind it is just so massive.
Insane.
We've mentioned it. The pointless side quests feel so important.
They're not pointless.
No, they're
That's
not. They're exciting. Like, why is this woman a witch? Why is this ghost haunting this well? It's fun to dig in, kind of CSI style, and try to figure out why this stuff's going on. And I also appreciate your character that you play as, Geralt, is actually a character. It's not just, you're the hero.
Yeah.
It's fun to actually have a character that has some dialogue and is interesting to listen to, as opposed to just filling your face here as the hero. So I enjoyed that aspect, a lot of it.
It's awesome. And a lot of the times, when you're making decisions, it's not clear cut what the best decision is. No. Which I really like. It's not black and white. There is a gray area.
And we've seen some stuff that comes back 10 hours later to haunt you.
You don't even know.
If you kill the tree or whatever, it comes back 10 hours later as the evil horse to get you.
Spoiler alert.
I don't even know what I'm saying, but I know that was one of the...
that was one of the things.
One of the twists, kind of. And you didn't notice it right away. It was like many game hours later that results of your decision kind of came back to haunt you. So I applaud that game. I know you'll have much more to talk about it later.
Yeah.
Let's hop into number 2 then.
Number 2 for me is Splatoon. I absolutely love this game. One of the best shooter games I've ever played. Just an insanely great leveling system. Tons of weapons. Oh my god. Whenever you level up, or whenever you haven't played the game for a while, you come back and they've added like 20 new weapons.
Isn't that awesome?
It's crazy how much stuff they've added to this game. At launch, I would have given it a 7. It was not a great launch, I'm going to admit. It had like maybe 6 maps, something like that.
Is it paid DLC or is it just
free?
Stuff that's
all
just free?
They just keep adding it. And now I think there's upwards of like, I think there's like at least 15 so maps. There's a lot of maps now that they've added for free. As well as weapons. They've added at least 20 or so new weapons. And then they've added tons of new like gear options, like helmets, shirts, shoes.
Is it cosmetic or does it benefit you in the game?
It's both.
Okay.
It's both cosmetic and it benefits you in the game. And the cool thing is that if you find a piece that you really like that's got all the slots and everything that you need, instead of like, oh crap, it doesn't have the stats I need, but I can't wear it, so I have to wear something else, you can re-roll the stats. So you can keep trying to get what you want, so you can keep wearing whatever you want. So it's really cool that they did that, and they kept supporting the game. I think the last update was this month, but with all the content and stuff that they added, if they decided to release a sequel, I would happily buy it again, just because it's such an amazing game. One thing I do have to say, I got a couple things I need to say that aren't great about the game, though.
Yeah.
Is the regular battles, you can't just have a party and go in, like in Halo.
You can have like a fire team? Okay.
So you have to like get into the game, wait for the game to end, and then have your friend join you when the next lobby's open again. And then it's not even a surefire thing that they're going to be on your team.
Okay, so it's
which is annoying. But Ranked finally has a party system where you get into like a party, you invite a friend, and then they join in like a normal video game. But for some reason with regular battles, they didn't do that, which is a bit frustrating. Also, a huge thing that it won't affect most people, but it pissed me the hell off because it really affected me, was that your saves are local. You know how most first-person shooters playing Call of Duty, you get off, you go to your friend's house, you sign into your account.
Correct.
And your account and all your stuff's there. This doesn't save it to a cloud on the server, it saves to your hard drive.
So it's only on that Wii U.
If you lose that save or gets deleted, your hard drive crashes, which is what happened to me. You get a new Wii U, you want to port it over, but you can't. You have to restart all over again.
Just a new game.
New game. You haven't beaten the campaign. You haven't done any multiplayer. You've done nothing, and that was painful. I went through that 3 times
because I've gone through like for the 360. I had I think 7 360s in the course of a decade. Literally, and we talked about the other day. It's because the system is literally made to break.
It's a piece of
It
crap.
was like designed. Touching on Splatoon, I haven't played it yet. I've watched several Let's Plays on YouTube and stuff, but. Again, it's a new IP for Nintendo.
New IP,
which is awesome.
Fantastic. I love seeing Nintendo doing new things. Not just Zelda,
not just rehash
Mario,
9 million,
all that stuff. I want to see a new Metroid. That would be
great.
A same title, but it's something we haven't seen in a long time.
I want to see a new Castlevania Metroid type game.
Castlevania would be sick, but
like the handheld Metroids we had. Why have we not seen a new one of those on like the 3DS? Why?
I don't know.
Why Nintendo?
Those are great. It's not Nintendo's fault. It's God, the people watching this are gonna kill us. Is it Capcom that makes them or Konami?
That makes who?
Castlevania.
Oh, it's Konami.
Konami.
Or is it Capcom? I don't remember. It's right here. Oh, never mind. They're not right there. All my little Castlevania games disappeared.
Then we'll never see a new Castlevania game because Konami only makes PES games now.
I wanted a Metroid game, but I wanted the Metroid Castlevania type games.
Oh, okay. Okay, I thought you wanted like a new Castlevania. Metroid.
I guess Metroid was the first one to do it, so it would have been just a Metroid game and not a Metroid Castlevania game. If it was a new Castlevania game, it would be a Castlevania Metroid game because it's copying off Metroid.
Yeah.
Super Metroid's the first one that did that upgrading thing. Jumping into my number 2 as we're running down like 5 minutes left in this video here.
Oh.
4 minutes we'll probably have to do in part 2.
Part 2.
Number 2 for me, Ori and the Blind Forest.
Really?
A really, really, really fun 2D platformer. I saw it coming out with all these Xbox One systems, and I was like, what's the deal with this game? I've never heard of it. Why have I not heard of it? Why is it coming out with these games when you have games like Call of Duty, Halo, and stuff? And I went to a friend's house and just played it for probably 2 or 3 hours, and it was just a fantastic 2D...
Is it co-op?
No, it's a I didn't play it co-op. I just played it myself.
Okay.
I don't know if it's co-op, but it's a 2D side scroller type game. Oh, it reminded me a lot of the Rayman series, and
Oh,
just
yeah.
a beautiful, gorgeous world. Reminded me a lot of Avatar, the film. You know how they were running and they touched things and it would
glowy
light
and
up.
stuff.
The world like that looked like that. It was just absolutely fantastic. The
That's
graphics,
cool.
the atmosphere, everything was perfect about it. And having an Xbox One was kind of cool to see. An exclusive. I understand it came out on PCs, but almost everything we've listed so far has been multi-plat. Besides the Nintendo games, so
Yeah.
Ori and the Blind Forest. Go into the Microsoft Store if you haven't yet and pick that up. I think it's only like $10. Fantastic game.
And it was free at one point for gold members. So
Yeah.
Some people must.
It
have
might
already.
come back to being free, and again, it's bundled with a lot of these systems.
It is.
So we are to our number ones. Let's take a 2-second break.
All right.
All right.
Before we get to number one, I just want to do my honorable mentions real quick. Xenoblade Chronicles X for the Wii U. That game is fantastic. The only reason I didn't put it on my top 5 is because I played the hell out of it. I put a lot of hours in, but I haven't been able to play online or do the co-op aspect yet because my friends are slow.
It came out pretty damn late.
Yeah, it came out late, and I just haven't had enough time with it yet. I know I did my review and everything, and it is a great game, guys. It really is. The single player is fantastic. I just wanted to get more into the multiplayer. I was going to do a separate multiplayer review like a week or two after, but my friends literally will not catch up. They're so slow
Those
at playing
rascals.
this game.
Well, it could be for next year's because it came out December, right?
Yeah.
So it's a late release. It's like one of those movies to get snubbed by the Oscars because it comes out a month before
Yeah.
the award ceremony.
Do you
Just
have
like
any
that.
honorable mentions? I've got a couple more.
I don't have any honorable mentions.
I put Fallout 4 on honorable mention. It wasn't a bad game. I'm sure it's on everyone's top 5, but it's not on mine because it felt exactly like Fallout 3.
Yeah.
It felt like an expansion. It did not feel like a full-fledged $60 game.
I couldn't. It's such a petty complaint, and everyone doesn't like it. But the graphics were just so bad for me.
The graphics weren't
could
that
not
much of an improvement.
I could not get into the game. There has to be some immersion, and when it looks like I'm playing a PC game from 2003, there's just no immersion there for me.
It did not hold up to the hype that it built up. It had a great marketing campaign. It had a great E3. But the game itself was
It
just
did great. Everything. Everyone liked it.
Fallout 3.5.
Pretty much, but me and you, and it sold really well. So,
Yeah.
well done to those guys that made Fallout 4. You guys did amazing. We're just being cynical, but I liked it, but didn't love it.
Yeah.
I guess is the best way I can put it. I was not going to be in my top 5.
I put 5 hours in, and then just stopped playing it altogether. Like I haven't even when I look at it in my Steam library, I'm like, I should probably play this because I paid for it. But I'm not saying I should play this because it's a ton of fun.
No.
I'm saying I should play this because I need to get my $60 worth out of it.
I compare it to Oblivion. I used to sit and just think about Oblivion, or not Oblivion, Skyrim.
Skyrim.
I used to just at work and stuff. I would just think about it. I can't wait to play it. I can't wait.
See,
to do
that was
this
so
and
much
this.
fun because I just go on adventures and there's a bunch of random caves and I
Right.
don't know.
Well, that's the same game. It's the same engine and everything.
It is, but
This
I don't
didn't
know. There's
work for
something
me.
different about
It
it.
didn't work for me. Skyrim worked perfectly for me. The very first night I played that game, 8 hours. I started at midnight, and by the time I went to bed, it was 8 a.m. And the 8 hours went by in like 2 minutes. I was playing, and then I just looked back, and the sun was up already.
Yeah.
I was like, "Are you serious?"
Yeah.
So, hopefully, we'll get a new Elder Scrolls in the future that will kind of right the ship for the Fallout
I hope
2.
so. Not Elder Scrolls Online. And then my last honorable mention, besides the other ones I mentioned, like Yokai Watch, Yoshi's Woolly World is one of my honorable mentions as
Yeah.
well. That's a lot of fun. Disregard all reviews. That game is fantastic.
Yeah, it got panned. Well, at least by IGN. I don't know about other companies.
That one did get panned. Yeah, that one got panned. It got like 7s and 6s, and I'm like, what are you,
You
guys
liked
doing?
it.
I loved it. It's so much fun. It makes me feel happy. If you go on to Pixel Party, we've got a lot of gameplays going up on that. We're actually playing through the whole game, and oh my god, it's just the colors, the like soft yarn material that
Yeah.
it's made out of.
Well, it's comfy. Comfy.
It is. It's a comfy game.
Comfy the game.
It's awesome. I love it. Even when you're walking around,
And it's
you
fun
see
to
the
watch
ground.
the gameplays. I've actually been watching those gameplays of it because it's just the graphics and the atmosphere and stuff are so perfect that it's a fun watch. It really is a fun watch. As just to watch a gameplay, it's relaxing, if you will.
It really is. And then Rocket League. Is an
You
honorable
told me
mention.
all about that. That's
Rocket League is basically you have like jet-powered cars and you're playing soccer.
and you're trying to knock a soccer ball around, right?
And that was a surprising hit. Like when it first was announced for PlayStation Plus, the free games for PlayStation Plus,
Right.
I was like, I'm gonna download this. This is gonna be ridiculous. And it was a ton of fun. And I played it for like 2 weeks, just nonstop playing with my friends, and it was so much fun. I stopped playing it after that 2 weeks though.
I want to play it so bad.
But
it's only on PlayStation though, right?
It's also on PC, but you have PC.
Oh, it sounds so fun.
It's so much fun.
The concept is awesome.
It is just, it's one of the best games to play while drunk.
Did you ever play a game, it was one of the Flash games in like the heyday of Flash games, like 2004. It was called Slime Volleyball, and we always played it at high school back in the day. And you were a little slime guy, and you just knocked a ball back and forth. And you could jump with spacebar, and
That's
ASW
weird.
was to move them back and forth. And all you did was knock the volleyball back, and they tried to knock the volleyball back over to you. And they had slime volleyball, they had slime soccer, they had a couple different games, and it was just a really fun Flash game. You could even play your buddy on the same keyboard.
I miss Flash games. I know they still exist and everything, but I remember the heyday of Flash games when I was in like elementary and middle school.
CandyStand.com.
Middle school was
CandyStand. Oh my gosh, it was awesome.
AddictingGames.com.
Newgrounds,
Mini clips.
E-Bombs World, but of course your school probably banned those.
Oh yeah.
After a while.
Yeah.
Let's jump into number one.
Number one.
Play us in.
For me, I mean, you're probably guessing by now. Witcher 3 is my number one. Absolutely love that game. All the expansions are definitely worth a buy because they add, I think like $10.
Okay. I got to the end of the regular Witcher, but I haven't played it since.
So they're like $10 and they add a ton of new content. Like, it's ridiculous.
Like it's an entire new map, right?
I don't know. I don't know if it's a whole new map. I just know they add a ton of story content, and the new one they're really saying is actually more refined than the entire game itself. Just because they've had so much time with the game engine.
See the problems?
Exactly. So this is supposed to be the best expansion. It's supposed to be just some insane things for like 10 hours or something like that of content.
As I mentioned, the CSI aspect was really fun. Using your Witcher senses to piece together like murders and figure out why stuff happened. And the second thing was, it was really fun preparing for boss battles. It wasn't too casual. It didn't hold your hand. You actually had to go figure out what type of ointment do I want to put on my sword, what type of traps do I want to learn, what type of spells do I want to learn, and more importantly, what time of the day do you want to fight these creatures? Because a lot of them you got like a boost basically if you did it at night or during the day. Some of them would only come out during dusk and stuff. So it was really fun to research that. It felt not casual. It felt like it wasn't walking you through it. Like you had to piece this stuff together on your own.
But it also didn't feel unapproachable. Like it felt like even a newcomer, if they took the time, could get used to the game and get really good at it.
But you had to read. I'm just like reading the books, figuring out the backstory. It reminded me of like an RPG from like the 90s where you actually had to figure out the stuff. The game wasn't going to hold your hand and pull you to the end like they do nowadays.
It was great.
My number one game, we already talked about it. It's probably I'm probably the only person in the country with it as number one, but it's Halo 5.
Yeah.
Just the perfect Halo game in my opinion. I was so unexcited about playing it before it came out.
Yeah,
I was almost thinking about not buying it.
Me too. I didn't buy it for a long time.
I've been the biggest Halo fan on planet Earth. We still have the Master Chief cutout over there.
Yeah.
Since Halo 2. I mean, Halo 1 I was a little young. I didn't get it at launch. But Halo 2 and on, I've been the biggest Halo fan. And when I heard some of the stupid stuff like unlimited sprint, left trigger to aim in, I'm like, oh, it's becoming Call of Duty. It's becoming the new Call of Duty. How awful. And then the game came out, and for the first time in a couple years, I've just had no complaints. Everything was perfect. Split screen, you could say, was a big issue, but I understood why that existed. It wasn't them just being lazy. Halo 4 had
no complaints about the campaign?
I played halfway through the campaign. I don't care. I understand there's some ridiculous stuff going on with Cortana and whatnot, but after Halo 3, the story concluded, in my opinion. A Halo game is all about multiplayer for me.
Halo 3 was Finish the Fight, and I bought the collector's edition because of that. I was like, this is the last Halo game. This is going to be...
Finish the Fight.
This is going to be the masterpiece. Finish the Fight. This is the last one. So great.
Until the new war starts in 3 years.
And then Halo Reach was like, oh, the prequel now. And I'm like, well, it could be okay.
Halo Reach was a great game.
And then Halo 4 came out. I'm like, what? And then Halo 5, but...
Halo 5 multiplayer,
I was like, whatever.
Warzone, and then the one thing we talk about a lot: no pay to win,
no pay to win,
no paid DLC.
And there's skins now, no paid DLC, and there's like skins for your guns now, which is really cool. I love the card pack thing opening system. I love it. It's
and if you want to support them, you can pay for packs of cards. For cool cosmetic stuff and some cool like vehicles in Warzone, but there's no pay to win, and all the DLC in the game is free.
It is,
which they're being active with once a month.
Yeah,
they didn't make any ridiculous claim like Bungie did. Destiny will be a 10-year experience. They didn't make any claims like that, but for the next year, for the next 2 years, they will be releasing stuff every couple months for free. paid for basically by those packs for people that choose to buy them. And again, they're totally pointless. They're just cosmetic, helmets, armor, weapon skins. So something about the game, everything about it just felt perfect.
Yep.
And after the abortion that was Master Chief Collection, I got on the night Halo 5 came out and played. No issues in the servers, nothing weird.
Halo Master Chief Collection I still have a little bit of a raw wound with Halo
Oh,
Master
I'm
Chief.
still disgusted about it. I was so excited because at that point, we'll do this in another video, but at that point, we didn't even have a Halo game on Xbox One. So when that came out, I was so excited.
Oh my god.
And the disappointment when it didn't work, crippling. So that is it. If you guys like the reviews and the opinion videos, I guess, or these opinions, leave a thumbs up, and we will be back really soon with a disappointments and our worst games of 2015.